How to control your emotions as a man during tough times using Stoic principles and philosophies. Life is full of challenges, and as a man, facing hardship with emotional composure is a crucial part of personal growth. Whether you're dealing with professional setbacks, relationship struggles, or unforeseen personal crises, how you handle your emotions in these difficult moments can make all the difference. The Stoic philosophy, founded in ancient Greece and Rome, offers powerful tools to help you manage your emotions, stay grounded, and act with wisdom in the face of adversity. 1. Understand what you can and cannot control. One of the most central ideas in Stoicism is distinguishing between what is within your control and what is not. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "We cannot choose our external circumstances, but we can always choose how we respond to them." In times of difficulty, emotions often flare up because we feel helpless or frustrated about things beyond our control. The Stoic mindset teaches that emotional turmoil comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. Action step: when facing adversity, pause and assess the situation. Focus on the actions or responses that are within your power. This could mean adjusting your attitude, planning your next move, or deciding how to respond to the situation, rather than obsessing over things you can't change, such as other people's behavior or past events. 2. Reframe your thinking. Use negative visualization. The Stoics practiced a technique called premeditatio malorum, or negative visualization, where they mentally prepared for challenges or setbacks before they happened. By imagining the worst-case scenario, you can reduce the shock when things go wrong and minimize emotional distress. This approach isn't about expecting disaster, but about developing resilience by accepting that hardship is a natural part of life. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, wrote, "Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight." When you learn to expect and accept difficulties, you are less likely to be thrown off course when they arrive. Action step: before facing a stressful event or challenge, take a few moments to imagine the worst possible outcome. By visualizing what might happen, you'll be better prepared emotionally, and you may even find that the reality is less daunting than your imagination initially led you to believe. 3. Practice mindfulness and detachment. Stoics emphasize the importance of apatheia, a state of mind in which a person is not swayed by external circumstances or emotions. Apatheia is not indifference, but emotional detachment. It is the ability to experience emotions without letting them control you. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, suggested that one should not let their passions dominate their reason. Emotional turbulence often arises when we attach ourselves too strongly to specific outcomes or desires. By detaching yourself from outcomes and focusing on the process, you remain calm even when things do not go as planned. Action step: when emotions rise, practice mindfulness by focusing on your breath and the present moment. Acknowledge the emotion without judgment, then consciously choose not to let it dictate your actions. Ask yourself, is this emotion helping me solve the problem, or is it clouding my judgment? 4. Use rationality to counter emotional reactions. The Stoics believe that reason is our highest virtue and a powerful tool for emotional regulation. When faced with adversity, your first response may be anger, frustration, or despair. However, by using rational thought, you can step back from immediate emotional reactions and assess the situation more logically. For instance, when dealing with a setback, instead of becoming frustrated with yourself or others, ask questions like, "What can I learn from this situation? How can I use this challenge to grow stronger?" By reframing the situation through a rational lens, you regain control over your emotions and your response. Action step: when emotions begin to rise, try to shift your focus to logical reasoning. Take a step back, detach from the immediate emotional reaction, and reflect on the bigger picture. This can help prevent rash decisions or destructive behaviors. 5. Cultivate gratitude and perspective. During tough times, it's easy to get caught in a negative loop, focusing only on what's going wrong. The Stoics suggest that cultivating gratitude is a powerful way to reframe your perspective and keep your emotions in check. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "When you arise in the morning, think of what a privilege it is to be alive, to think, to enjoy, to love." Gratitude doesn't mean ignoring problems, but rather recognizing that there are always aspects of life worth appreciating, even in times of hardship. Focusing on the things that are still good in your life can help lift your emotional state and make challenges feel more manageable. Action step: practice daily gratitude by acknowledging the things you are thankful for, no matter how small. Whether it's your health, your family, or even your ability to learn from difficulties, gratitude can serve as a powerful antidote to negative emotions. 6. Accept the natural flow of life. Stoicism teaches us to accept that life is inherently unpredictable and uncontrollable. Trying to fight against this natural flow only leads to frustration and emotional distress. Instead, Stoics advise us to embrace challenges and setbacks as part of the human experience, not as something to be avoided. In tough times, remind yourself that adversity is not an anomaly but a part of life's ebb and flow. By accepting this, you relieve yourself of the burden of expectation and allow yourself to adapt with greater ease. Action step: in moments of hardship, repeat the Stoic mantra, "This too shall pass." Remind yourself that challenges are temporary, and by accepting their presence, you can navigate them with grace. 7. Live with virtue, not external approval. The Stoic view of happiness is not based on external achievements, wealth, or validation from others, but on living in accordance with virtue, wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. When you ground your sense of self-worth in your actions rather than external circumstances, you're less likely to be thrown off course by setbacks. In difficult times, focus on maintaining your integrity in doing what is right, rather than seeking approval or lamenting perceived failures. Action step: remind yourself that true success is measured by your character, not by how others perceive you. Act with virtue, regardless of external outcomes, and your emotional state will be rooted in a sense of internal strength rather than external validation. Conclusion: as a man navigating tough times, emotional control is not about suppressing feelings or pretending everything is fine. It's about using Stoic principles to understand your emotions, recognize what is within your control, and cultivate inner resilience. By practicing mindfulness, focusing on what you can control, embracing adversity, and living with virtue, you can approach life's challenges with calm, clarity, and strength.